There's a spider on the commentary couch. Ah!
That's all the way over there. There's a spider on it, though.
Welcome to Table Talk.
Yeah, good. Do it.
You want to start it again?
Do it.
Good. Welcome to Table Talk, where we talk about your topics that you send on Twitter using the hashtag Table Talk. On Reddit, r/SourceFed. I'm Meg Turney.
I'm Steve Zaragoza.
I'm Trisha Hirschberger.
Welcome to the show, guys.
That was a very... And I'm going to do this all in one breath. And one more breath.
My
Here we
throat
go.
hurts, so I'm tired a little bit.
Oh, baby.
Okay. At Lady Page says, she said this just to me. It's just for me. I'm just gonna answer.
Okay, well, keep it to yourself, will you?
I'm just kidding. What do you think will be the weirdest thing about the 2000s, the 2010s that we'll have to explain to our children?
Miley, Cyrus. Done.
I think that's it.
Also, we'll have to apologize forever for the Transformers movies. We're sorry.
No one.
We're sorry.
No.
We don't remember that.
Like
People
the baby
will get
boomers,
that.
have to apologize.
Twilight, maybe.
The baby boomers apologize for Vietnam and like screwing up our lives and teaching us like their old school ways from the way their parents brought them up, and we'll just apologize for Transformers. Oh, we're sorry. It's not our fault. Yet we kept paying for them. I know, we kept paying. And then the kids like of that generation are going to be like, why did you keep going? They made 5 of them.
Well,
why did you keep going back?
No.
I think it's gonna be water fountains.
Yeah.
Think about it.
You know what?
Wait, what?
Once upon a time, you had like perfectly good water, and you just like splashed it around for a friggin' show. Yeah, it was great. We just thought it would last forever.
Oh, so you're
so
saying
we just
like
fucking...
not drinking water fountains. You're saying like pretty fountains.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, I think water
I
fountains
think
will be
fountains
around,
are
yeah.
only going to get more grandiose.
Yeah,
as
We're gonna
time
run out of
goes
water.
on.
Come on now. We're gonna run out of water.
Shut up, global warming. We're getting more water
sure.
all the time. we
Yeah,
have
all
too
that,
much
all
water.
that stupid, ugly
Fountain
ice
it
is going to
up.
melt, and then we'll be able to
Fountain it
use
up.
that for cool fountains.
For fountains.
All right.
In fact, Antarctica is just going to be a really cool, big World of Color show that Disney is going to put
The
on.
wonderful world of color.
We're all gonna die 'cause the earth is really warm, but look at this beautiful display. Oh, I love Aladdin.
That's how you watch world.
Yeah, oh, I love Aladdin.
Oh,
You know what? I was reading this thing on Reddit about how we now have the technology to have a reverse microwave. Like, did you see this? So we got microwaves. Greatest invention ever. I mean, the Hot Pocket.
as long as none of us are dying from radiation poisoning. Awesome.
Sure, no one's ever died from radiation poisoning from a microwave. I don't think.
So what does this one do?
So this one reverses it. It does the exact opposite. It freezes things in like super amounts of time.
It's
So
like
you
a
can-
flash freeze?
Yeah, well, it takes like seconds, so it's like 40 seconds, and it'll completely chill a soda or a beer or something. Like that.
Wow.
Yeah, isn't that really cool?
That'd
And
be fancy.
I know, and I feel like one day they're gonna be like, you guys didn't have like these machines, these like reverse
Well, I
microwaves.
feel like there's going to be a lot of those you guys didn't
I
have
know, but
these.
like it's hard to think about those things because it's like we all use like what was one of the things that was like that's genius, doorknobs, like doorknobs or something where it's like why do we still use doorknobs?
I think home AI is going to be the next big thing.
That's true.
Yeah,
It-
but
like-
home AI already exists. I'm talking about
Yeah,
something that like
well, but-
like something we think like think about something we use every single day that like is probably the most stupid thing ever in 100 years. Like in 100
Well,
years.
but
it's
what about
I
like a
can't believe
car
you
you
did that.
drive yourself?
Yeah, exactly.
That's
exactly.
coming now, too.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Cars that drive themselves is already... I would say cars that drive themselves and home AI are about in the same level of production and becoming commonplace
But I'm talking
right
about
now.
like why do we still have like doorknobs? Like the doorknob technology just works obviously. But if we have like some sort of like imprint or thumbprint identification or like a ID card or something, and the door just goes zzz, like Star
Well,
Trek.
because
kinda.
that's awesome, but then the more stuff like that's there, the more there is to go wrong. Whereas a doorknob is pretty basic.
Yeah, that's true. I would say like yes, that's awesome, but we don't have reliable enough technology yet to
Yeah.
make sure it goes every time.
We just
it goes
gotta make
like
sure there's
this.
the panel there that you can like unlock, and then there's that
Yeah.
lever you can pull down, and it'll just automatically open them like
And then when
Yeah,
they
it's
break,
a
who
lot
are you
of
going to
trouble.
call?
Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
All right, let me pull out a. My turn.
Oh yes.
Oh, this is new and fun.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm afraid you're gonna kill someone.
Steve, where did you get
I
that?
found it.
Okay.
I found
found
it.
it
in
in
We
the-
the
find
office?
lots of weird
I
things.
did find
in
it.
this
Yeah.
There are too many topics there.
Which one do you want, baby?
I want this one.
Okay, good job, weird long springy arm.
Username says, if you had to choose to be a supernatural creature, what would you be? Werewolf, vampire, not a ghost, because that's sad.
What? Ghosts can go through walls and fly.
Yeah.
That's cool.
But ghosts also, like, are alone, aren't they?
I would rather be a vampire than a werewolf, that's for sure.
I'd rather be a
same.
vampire, too,
I think
man.
everybody's gonna pick vampire.
Vampires they be ugly, but they get to be sexy when they want.
You don't know. We don't know.
Yeah,
that.
it
It could be like a
depends
Tom
what
Cruise
world.
vampire.
Not only
because-
that.
Ooh.
Do you remember...
Like the vampire Lestat?
do you remember Interview with the Vampire? Kirsten Dunst was like a 12-year-old
Yeah, she was
vampire.
fucking scary.
And she
It's
can't
wherever
do
you were.
anything. She can't do sexy stuff. She's a kid, man.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Normally, though, vampires be sexy. Sometimes vampires can fly.
Yeah, but like not being able to
forever.
do anything during the day, that really sucks.
It does suck.
Like I remember, what was that movie?
Or
Dracula
you could be a
Dead
Twilight
Lion?
vampire, and then you can be during the day. You just sparkle like a diamond.
Let's just break the rules. We'll make vampires do whatever we want.
Wait a fucking second.
There
You
are
can
no
make
rules.
whatever you
Every
there's no
author makes
rules.
their own
If-
You can
Well,
dislike the
I
rule,
think-
but you shouldn't break any rules.
I
Just
think
made up your
there-
own fucking girly rules.
Well, I just think that there are rules, but if you're gonna call the Twilight things vampires, why not just call them something else? That way, there's no issue
because
with
all
mythos.
the only thing that happens is they can't go out in the daytime because then they'll be found out, which is exactly what happens to other
Other
vampires.
than
They
that,
just don't
they're
die.
pale and cold and dead and have fangs.
That's the thing is
Yeah,
that they
exactly.
just they do, but they just don't die if they hit sunlight. They just give
But like
themselves
what I'm
away.
saying is like since they're not following like the traditional sense
Because
of
they
what a
broke one
vampire
rule?
is.
Because they changed one
Yeah, but that
rule?
Well, they
one
have all
rule
the others.
is
Yeah,
all the other
such an
rules are-
important rule, though. That's like one of the main vampirisms.
I think that's
According to
exactly what Steve kept Steve from reading that book.
just
That's
that.
the only
Yeah, just that.
He really wanted to read
No
about
other
how
reason
much Bella just
whatsoever.
wanted his lips on hers.
I want to be something that flies too, like a griffin or like a Pegasus or something.
Ooh, Pegasus would be
Yeah.
I
good.
don't want to be a horse. Nope.
You don't want to be a horse?
Nope.
Why not?
I'd rather be humanoid.
Because they're animals.
Because they're animals.
She hates animals.
I would rather be
You're gonna
humanoid.
be reincarnated as a horse,
Don't you
probably.
dare.
Just
Don't
the
you
dick.
Don't you
Just
Just
the
a
dick.
horse dick.
horse
dick, no!
Why? Why? That poor horse would never have any sex. Because you're right. I'd be there going, no, all the damn time. Ew.
What
then
happened?
I'd be
What-
thrusting a horse
know.
vagina. Why?
You're taking it too far.
Okay. Oh God, Pirate Hook Abortion says.
Genius. Like people can only be on the show if they have good names on the show.
That's so good!
Oh, no.
That is so good. Arr!
This is what
Close your
happened-
eyes, matey. It'll be quick, I promise.
This is why Captain Hook doesn't have
meant for it to go
any
this
babies.
far. Yeah.
This is why Captain Hook hates children. He never has any babies. He hates
he
the lost
pirate
boys.
Also, try not to have sex for at least a month. Here we go.
Oh my God! I think you broke Meg. Okay, so on to the question.
It's the worst. I can't believe we're joking about this.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, if you died, would you rather have a robot body or be a ghost with all the ghost powers? Ghost powers.
Well, with a robot body, you could like do anything, and you could probably live forever. Also, so you'd have like all the benefits of being a ghost, except as a
But-
ghost, you don't get to like have sex or anything like that.
You
Well,
don't know
right.
that.
So
don't know that.
you're saying, okay, so when we die, do we want all the benefits of being a like corporeal being? Is that the word? Is that the word? I'm
Well,
looking
they
for?
said
I think
all.
so.
They said ghost powers, and if
Do
you
you
think
want-
about traditional ghost powers,
It's going
that's like
through
going
walls.
through walls.
and,
You
like-
can manipulate physical objects though.
Maybe.
Yeah,
but
but
you
you
make
can't like
ghost
sexy
powers.
time and
Can't have
like.
You
sex.
could maybe sexy time with other ghosts. We don't know that.
You could go
We don't know
through, yeah, you could go through Whoopi Goldberg and ghost time. with
Well,
people
but if
with
we're
sexy
saying
time
like
with
we
people.
don't know that, then you could basically say a ghost could do anything. If we're sticking by like what we know of ghosts,
Yes, because there's
scientifically,
so much
No.
that we know
based
about
on
ghosts.
science and Patrick
Science
Swayze
I'm just
movies.
saying nobody was, but that's true. In Ghost, he has his moment with Demi Moore.
Yeah, which is weird because if you think about it, it's just Whoopi Goldberg and Demi Moore
Yep.
fucking. pretty
Yeah.
much.
Sure is. Now, here's what I don't get. How did Demi Moore in that movie not just think Whoopi Goldberg was pulling a swift one on her?
'Cause she
and
knew-
trying to
She
do
does.
her.
Well-
You in danger, girl.
Well,
She
because
does,
no,
she
but
does.
Demi
But now
Moore.
when she's like, come here, I'm gonna make out with you, but I'm your husband.
You know
But
what?
it's been
Well,
forever,
make out with you,
But
I'm your
it's been
husband.
forever
It's
that she's
because
proven it.
when Patrick Swayze was in Automate Brown, I'm sorry, I know their names very well. I don't know why. say, to be honest with you, the movie's directed by David Zucker. Is it directed by David Zucker?
Steven.
All right, so it's because when Patrick Swayze goes into Autumn Mae Brown, it's like she like he even feels like Patrick Swayze. So it's like all that stuff. Like when he touches her, it like feels like his touch and stuff.
I guess.
And it like kind of like messes with her mind or whatever.
I guess.
Plus, like he knew so many secrets about her life that only he would have known, so she just trusts her. How did Autumn Mae Brown find out all those secrets?
What was that weird movie with Nicole Kidman and the little boy that pretends he's her dead husband reincarnated?
Talk about The Others? Is that The Others? Is that The Others? That's not The
No.
Others. Is it The Others?
Is it? I don't think it's The Others. No. But Birth? Is that what it's called? So it's like this kid knows all these secrets that only her husband would know, and is like, he's like, well, I'm really your husband, and like ends up taking a bath with her and stuff, and it's like totally creeperson. But the reason he knows all these things about like her and her husband's first date and all this stuff is because somehow he like found her dead husband's journal or something.
Oh, cool.
But it's like this little kid just manipulating her, but she completely believes
Little
like this
kid,
is
like,
my
over
husband.
18?
No, little kid like 11 or 12.
Oh, that's real creepy.
Real creepy. But that's what I would feel like if I was Demi Moore and I was Whoopi. I'd be like, how you know this? You stalk my life?
That's very weird.
That's actually a really cool idea. Hold on, let me type this down. So, steal journal
Whoopi then.
of hot lady.
Husband.
Maybe like, what's her name?
I don't know.
Nicole Kidman.
Well, she already had it happen to her in a movie. I think she'd be a little suspect.
Yeah,
Come
She's a
on, do
little-
you remember all the
suspect.
things that you did in your career?
That's
Come
true.
on.
That's
Oh
true.
my
Nicole
goodness.
Kidman's journal, pretend to be
I
ghost
do. I
son.
remember a lot of shitty
Hold
things
on a
I've done
second.
in my
This is the
career.
most important part.
A lot of really bad indie films.
Pretend to be ghost son, take bath with Nicole Kidman.
Pretend to be ghost husband, not ghost son.
Okay, well, whatever. It
Ghost
doesn't matter.
husband.
She's gonna be so in love she won't even notice.
Yeah.
At PikaCube25 says, all the SourceFed hosts are in a burning building but you. You can save one host. Who do you save? Man, you guys put us in all these,
hold on.
put us in all these crazy scenarios.
Wait, you save Meg?
No, she's gonna say me.
Oh, it's just me.
She answers first. I'm calling it.
Yeah, I gotta save the shish.
Yeah.
Mostly
You
because,
guys are idiots.
hold on a second.
Be selfish.
Don't you? Well, I'm definitely not saving the guy who just yelled at
That's
me.
fine.
But also,
I wanna live.
I can carry Shish if she's like passed
true.
out, and I think that's the only SourceFed host I'd be
Guys.
able to actually take out.
That's good.
Guys, Joe has 2 kids.
Here's the thing.
2 kids.
Nah,
Joe
I'm
does
counting.
have 2 kids.
Joe needs to live, man.
I'm counting on Joe. We all know if anybody can get out by themselves.
Joe.
it's
Yeah, but in
Get
this
out.
scenario, it said if you can only save one person. It doesn't mean that someone can save themselves.
So you should save Joe in your scenario.
I would definitely save Joe because he has 2 kids.
All right, Trisha, can.
I'm gonna pick Meg. I'm gonna do a solid. Meg, pick me. I'll pick Meg.
Yeah.
It's a team.
This is not a fun game at all.
Steve, I'll let you hop on the
Nobody
filthy back,
picked
and you can
Elliot.
go too.
Oh,
sounds
guys.
Elliot is so sad right now.
If I knew what the question was, I'd probably be offended.
Well, the question
if
was,
the SourceFed
yeah.
office is burning down in flames and you could only save one person besides yourself, who would you save?
I wouldn't be here when that happened. I would just immediately leave.
Would you warn
You wouldn't
people?
even
You
save
wouldn't
anyone.
anybody?
Joe has 2 kids.
Fine, I'll say Joe. There's a fire.
Fine, I'll save Joe. God. All right, the Mantis says, "Ooh, the Mantis every time. Oh, you got me."
Yeah, we've gotten the Mantis before, right?
I don't think
I think
so.
we have, but I don't know.
What is the one dream you have that you will never forget? Dude, I'll tell you right now.
Go, Steve, go.
I have
Tell
a
us
dream
right now.
where I'm stuck in Mervyn's, which is a clothing
Oh,
store.
yes, you've said this
Yeah.
on Table Talk before.
Yeah, my mom used to take me into Mervyn's
kid
with her
or as an adult?
a kid
Okay.
to shop because it was before I was in school, and she would take me with her to go shopping. And I remember being terrified of the mannequins. So I'd have these nightmares that I was alone in Mervyn's at night, no one else is there, and the mannequins are alive, and they're trying to get me. And there's nowhere to hide.
I feel like that's the first episode of the Rose season of Doctor
I mean,
Who.
it kind of is. And then when I watched Doctor Who, I was like, no! No! I can't.
Did you not like the movie Mannequin?
I love
Oh,
that
I love
movie.
Mannequin.
Did you ever watch Today's Special?
I don't know
Trisha?
what that is.
It's an
Steve.
old show where it was about a department store and what happened when everyone went home.
Is
it
that
like
a
Toy
scary
Story?
movie?
No, it was a kids show. There was
a
like
Toy
the
Story type thing?
there was like the security camera operator and like
Oh, it's a TV
They were
show.
puppets and stuff. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
That does sound cool. What about you, Meg?
I remember my dreams every night. I can remember like if I've had several dreams too.
Wow.
So last night I tweeted about it. Sometimes I'll wake up at like 3 and then I'll just tweet out whatever my dream was and then I'll go to sleep. And it was that I was in my apartment, but it was like my apartment's a little bit separated from the other apartments, but in this scenario they were like right smashed into each other. And I was in my apartment and I could like see into the other apartments, and some guy who was like old and had like white hair and like a beard, who looked kind of like Santa Claus without a Santa suit, he was chasing me, and I had no one would help me. I was like screaming for help, like running. I don't know why, he was just chasing me. And then this lady tried to help me, and she had a sword, and she like stabbed him in the back because we were like a floor above him. She like stabbed him in the back, but then she dropped the sword, and I remember being like, no, now he has a sword, and then I woke up.
So do you have like Santa phobia as a kid?
No, I liked Santa.
I think it's more like
So I
a
don't
fear
know.
of Kenny Loggins or Kenny Rogers.
Oh yeah, Kenny Rogers for sure.
Probably.
Gonna get me.
And
I
Kenny
had
Loggins.
my like recurring dream that I used to always have is me and kind of like I was a little kid in the dream, and I have on like kind of like old timey villager clothes, like kind of ratty, and I'm running through an old time like medieval village town, running away from this gigantor wolf that's chasing me through the village. And like anytime I try to like hide in a house or something and I'm under a bed, like it finds me because it sniffs and it knows where I am. And then I run again and I run real fast and I think I lost him, and then like I turn the corner and he's there, and then
You keep having this
He's the
dream?
red
yeah, I used to have that dream a lot when I was a kid. And it was like no matter what, I couldn't get out. And it's like, you know, when you get into the lucid dreaming point, like, I'm such a dork. When I was little, if I was ever in a bad dream, I was like, if I click my heels 3 times and say there's no place like home, like, I'll be back in my bed. And I don't know if it was really that I was just closing my eyes real hard and then opening them that woke me up or what. But so that's what I would always do. So I would try to run to get enough leeway on the wolf that I had time to click my heels together 3 times and shut my eyes and open them before the wolf would get me. Fucking scary.
Hold on, I'm gonna Google whatever a wolf is.
In a dream.
No,
And
what is
Google Santa Claus.
You're so silly.
I thought you meant like an actual dream
I don't know what wolf is.
Do you ever dream about the people around you? Like if I'm doing something enough, like when I was playing World of Warcraft, all I would dream about was World of Warcraft. But like when I'm hanging out with people, I'll dream about them a lot.
Yeah.
I do if it's stressful situations. Like if we're like being real stressed out at work, which actually I haven't had happen here. But like waiting tables, I used to have waiting table dreams all the time.
That's the worst, man.
I used to have that thing where right after I graduated from college where I'd be like, I'm late. I'm not,
Oh, I hate that shit.
I'm not in college
I
anymore.
still
You know
have
what,
bad
though?
school dreams where I get there and like my schedule is not accurate, and I'm like, oh my god, it's 3rd period and I'm here at school late and I'm supposed to be in history
My
class,
schedule
but I don't
is
know
not
how to
accurate.
history class.
I opened my backpack and my Thursday folder's in my backpack, but it's Friday.
That's what it's like.
I opened my closet door and my shoe organizer is where my pants should be.
It's a stressful situation.
You guys know, what is your stress dream?
I took the tuna casserole out of the fridge and I clearly wrote the date on top. But when I opened it up, it smelled expired!
We should start a series of like things that Trisha would dream about. Trisha's Dream Theater. Guys, what's your stress dream? Let us know in the comments down below.
Yep, don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. You can click this annotation, or you can go to SourceFed.com, see our typed out stuff. You can go to 4Human Peoples too and see some cool like shirts and posters and shenanigans like that. I'm Trisha Hirschberger.
I'm Steve Zaragoza.
I'm Meg Turney.
You know what the best thing in the world is when it's a Saturday and you're like, you wake up and you're like, oh shit, I'm gonna be late for work, and you're like, oh, but it's Saturday!
That is a good one.
That's
You
the
guys
best.
seriously never had a nightmare though where you're like, you can't find history class and you know you're supposed to be in history class because it's 3rd period and you're walking in the wrong classroom and then everyone points and laughs at you because you're in the wrong classroom?
Not once.
And then you miss the whole class just because you couldn't find it, and then you're in trouble, and it really wasn't your fault. It's a new school.
No, I didn't give a shit. Fuck the police.